comes into your mind when you see these pictures? What do you think is the force involved in the following pictures? Okay, very good. So it's friction. So today, we're going to study about friction. So what is friction? Friction is a force that opposes motion between two surfaces touching each other. Types of frictions. There are four types of frictions, namely static friction, sliding friction, rolling friction, and fluid friction. Let us first study what is static friction. So the friction that acts on the objects that are not moving is called static friction. So the objects in the pictures show us or possess static friction because they are not in motion or they are not moving. Next is sliding friction. So sliding friction occurs when two solid surfaces slide over each other. So look at the pictures. So the pictures show us what is a sliding friction. Third is rolling friction. So when an object rolls across a surface, rolling friction occurs. Let us remember that rolling friction is easier to overcome than sliding friction for similar materials. So the pictures show us what is a rolling friction. Last is the fluid friction. Fluids such as water, oil, or air are materials that flow easily. Fluid friction occurs when a solid object moves through a fluid. Like rolling friction, fluid friction is easier to overcome than sliding friction. So the pictures show us what is a rolling friction. Factors affecting friction. The strength of the force of friction depends on two factors. One is how hard the surfaces push together or the weight of an object. And number two is the types of the surfaces involved. In general, smooth surfaces produce less friction than rough surfaces. Smoother surface, less friction, faster movement. Rougher surface, more friction, slower movement. Let us remember that friction also increases if surfaces push hard against each other. For example, if you rub your hands together forcefully, there is more friction than if you rub your hands together lightly. Friction acts in a direction opposite to the direction of the object's motion. Without friction, a moving object might not stop until it strikes another object. So choose the letter of the correct answer. Number 1. Next, number 2. Next, Number 3. Number 4. And number 5. Okay, so you can check your answers.